All right, ladies and gents, it's been brought to my attention that some of us don't know gym etiquette. Perfectly fine, because, some of us are beginners, some of us don't know how to act in the gym in a social manner, I guess. Um, so today I'm gonna teach you some of that and what experience I've accumulated over like the almost 3 years of me lifting. So, rule number one, do not bother anyone during their set. Rule number two, do not bother anyone during their set. Rule number three, do not bother anybody, black, blue, white, skinny, fat, fat ass, not fat ass, big chest, fucking, dude, I don't care what they have, what they look like, who they are, if they're a fucking alien for all I care. Don't bother them during their set. All right? No one in the gym likes being bothered during their set. Okay? That is the most important thing to keep in mind. So, and especially for some of you guys that like approaching in the gym, big red flag. Do not do that ever. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. It doesn't matter if you're fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, red flag. Okay? Listen, don't do that. So, that's the first three rules out of the way already. Okay? Now, second rule is, for the love of everything that is holy, please clean your bench. Ladies, I do not want your ass stain. And men, I do not want your cock and ball stain on the bench after I'm trying to use it after you, dude. Like, I don't want that there. Clean your bench. You don't, the number of times I see sometimes these fucking high schoolers or some of these dudes that think they're big as fuck in the gym that do not clean their shit, bro. And I'm friends with some of the bigger guys, some of the more humble guys in the gym. They'll always clean their stuff. Always. Me, always as well. Even though I'm focused, I'm wearing my hoodie, everything, like I'm wearing my mask, I don't want people to fuck with me. I always respect the fact that someone else is going to use this machine after me. So, oh my, holy fuck, bro. Some of my homies keep texting me. All right. But anyway, this is the framework I want you to think every time you're about to clean something. Don't give me the bullshit of, oh, shit, it's a waste of my time, ROI, efficient. No, don't. Respect other people's time and energy, and also clean your bench. Clean your space, man. So the framework in which you think is, okay, would I want this bench cleaned for me if I was, I was the next guy coming onto it after you? You wouldn't want it sweaty as shit, right? You wouldn't want some cock and ball stain on it. You wouldn't. So clean your shit. All right? All right, fourth rule. There we go. Done. Now, fifth rule is, let's say you need to ask someone for like, I don't know, like some sort of equipment or something like that, and they're in the middle of using it. Again, the first three rules apply. Do not ask them during their set, okay? Ask them only after they're done with their set, and then be respectful, and then just like, try to get into a position where they can see you. Like you don't have to like tap them or do anything like that. People don't like being touched usually in the gym, and you're not gonna like touching them either. They're gonna be sweaty as shit, right? So preferably you just stand around them to where they see. So like, let's say someone has their head ducked here, you just kind of like stand around, like wave, and then you ask them, you point, you're like, all right, are you using this 5 pounds? Or you should ask them very, very nicely, are you about to use that, or how many more sets you got on that? And most people aren't dickheads in the gym, and they'll tell you how many more sets. And usually I do this to everybody who's using something, right? So let's say everybody's using some, oh my gosh, I can't talk, some similar extension, right? I'll go up to person number one, he's using the same thing, I'll ask him how many sets. Okay, person number two, he's using the same thing, I'll ask him how many sets. I'm just trying to be time efficient, but I'll do it again when they're not using the machine, when they're not in the middle of their set. Always keep that in mind. All right. Now that we have that out of the way, what else? Okay, I see this shit happen from time to time too. Usually it's not a worry, but I'm going to say it anyway. Do not leave your plates on on the bar. I don't care if it's a Smith machine. I don't care if it's a free weight. I don't care what it is. Do not leave your weight lying around. For that matter, anything lying around. If you put some shit there, if you put a mat there, if you put some weights there, you're going to take that shit right back. That is not the employee's job, dog. That is your responsibility. And if anything, you're getting more gains, because usually if people walk around with the weights, they're doing like a farmer's walk, or which basically, for those of you who don't know, it's like an exercise for the forearm. You just grip onto weight and you hold it and you just, go put it back. Like you're doing a mini farmer's walk. Like, who doesn't want to get more forearm gains, right? So put your weight away, put your mats away. You're not too good for that shit. Trust me, no one is too good for that shit. Clean your area, put your shit back. That is not the employee's job. I can't tell you how many times I used to work at Planet Fitness, right? And I'm pretty sure some of my homies still do. They work there. And the amount of times I would come in during the morning and shit would just be everywhere, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I was completely fine with it because I was an employee there at the time. Like, I just needed things to do. But if I'm thinking from the perspective of a gym goer, right? People, like, if everybody started doing that, everything would be fucking everywhere, bro. Put your shit back. It's that simple. Okay? And for those of you who are beginners, I'm just, I guess, venting, because some people who already have been going to the gym still don't know this shit, and it blows my mind. Like, it's absurd, right? So not everybody is going to like think of you as some sort of dickhead or anything like that, but like, I'm just telling you, as a beginner, you're gonna be well off if you just watch this video, and you'll be perfectly fine for the most case, right? Just follow the steps I'm telling you and you'll be fine. Like what? One was, don't bother them during their set. Two was, I kind of forgot what two was, low-key, I'm not gonna lie to you. Two was clean off your bench. Three was, if you're going to ask someone for something, ask them again when they're done with their set, and just ask them how many sets they have. Ask them how many, or if they're using that anymore or anything like that. Like, even things that are generally lying around someone's area, like say they're using one kind of extension, but they have another kind of weight or another kind of like extension around them lying around. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like different kinds of grips or different kinds of like things to do exercises. Then you generally still want to ask them, because they might be supersetting, which is basically doing two exercises at once. So you alternate, you do one set of one exercise and then the other set of the other exercise, and then you go back to that exercise. You just go back and forth between the same exercises. So you never know. So you always want to ask. You don't want to be a dickhead and just take it around their space. You always want to ask. So that was three. And then finally, last but not least, number four, put your shit back. Like, and for a lot of you, this might seem very common sense. You might be a beginner and thinking, bro, this is like basic shit. Yeah, it really is. But some people, it blows my fucking mind how they don't know how to do some of this. So do this and you'll pretty much be good for everything in the gym. Like, your gym etiquette's pretty much going to be perfect. Like, there's nothing more to it. It's really just this simple. So that's Gym Etiquette 101. That's all I had for y'all. Peace. Take it easy.